Hey, again, it's me. This is Carson Clues with ATA Martial Arts Kaiser and Cry for Kids. This is actually the last video in the series that we're doing of parenting hacks from martial arts, stuff we learned from martial arts that we learned from teaching martial arts that we applied as parents. Again, nothing raises my hairs like someone telling me how to parent. I'm not telling you how to parent. We're just talking about tools from our tool belt that you might add to your tool belt, unless you've already got it, and that's great. Last one we're going to talk about is the importance of goal setting and for kids, and that's even at a young age. Like the younger we can start them on goal setting, the better. And in order to visit why that's so important, we have to go back to what we talked about in some of the other videos. The idea of choice and consequence versus us as parents making our kids do stuff. So let me start, kind of build this concept from the ground up, the way it's structured in my brain. Martial arts, what we are teaching, what is martial arts about? Is it about self-defense? Is it about the life skills? And self-defense is kind of a side thing that we do. I don't think either of those are really accurate. Like it's not about self-defense, but I don't think you can call self-defense a side thing of martial arts. It's one of the cores of what we do. So we can wrap it up in one sentence. Martial arts is about creating an independent human being, period. Everything in martial arts has to do with that. Everything ties into it. That's why, is it about self-defense? No. Is self-defense a side thing? No. It's we're taking a student that perhaps cannot protect themselves, and they'll be fine if they're protected by others. And we're teaching them we're teaching them self-defense. Again, independent human being. We're taking a student that needs to be disciplined by others and told what to do, and teaching them how to be self-disciplined. We're taking a student that needs to be motivated by others and teach them how to be self-motivated. So that one concept, everything in martial arts ties back to that. Now, it's difficult to feel confident if you feel like you can't take care of yourself. So psychologically, that self-defense is a really important aspect to everything. But regardless, that is the baseline. That's the base concept that holds all of martial arts together. And so that brings us back to why the concept of goal setting for everyone is so important in martial arts. As we mentioned in previous videos, if we make the students do something, that's rather a short-sighted goal, because what happens when nobody is there to make the person do anything? We're preparing adults, right? They're not going to be kids forever. So we talked in previous posts about how we are incapable of making our children do something. The child has to choose the action. We are in control of the consequences, but they're choosing the action. However, we won't always be in control of the consequences, and that is why the goal setting aspect is so important. Now, another thing as we do this is if we are the ones who are motivating our kids to do certain things, whether it's by avoiding trouble, hey, if you don't clean your room, you're going to be in timeout, or if we are the ones providing the reward, hey, if you do follow directions, we're going to go get ice cream. That is a very necessary starting point, but it can't end there, and that is where that goal setting aspect comes in. Our job in this respect is, as our kids are growing up, as they're learning to think, we have to get them to choose what they want to get out of life. And then with our guidance, not our pushing, it'll start with our pushing, but with our guidance, they have to figure out how to get there. And one person wants to, I'll take martial arts school owners. A lot of martial arts school owners, they really want to grow their organization, and they want to create instructors. They want to have like 5, 10 schools under them. They want to grow a big organization, and that's not bad. That's great. They also realize that it's going to be harder to spend time with family, and so if their family supports them and understands the cost, that works. at the same time, another school owner would like to just have one great school so that they have the freedom to spend time with their family. To do that's their goals too. They won't make as much money or have as much financial freedom as the next person unless they're good enough to do that all in a small amount of time. Um, but in the martial arts school owner field, we have to set our goals, we have to figure out what we're going to prioritize and what we're not going to prioritize. And then we have to learn and do the actions that get us there. And so, as we're talking about kids, as long as we are making our kids do things, or which we have to do to the best of our ability sometimes, or as long as our kids are doing something because we influence them to do that, which we have to do, that's important, we have to get past that at some point. And I can't think the bridge to beyond that is goal setting. So, and that's going to come as the kids get old enough to think, or honestly young enough to say, I really want this. I really want this toy. And we told them, if you clean your room every day this week, we'll get you that toy. We're not going to make you clean the room. We're not even going to remind you. This is your thing. You've got to choose that. So if they learn this art of goal setting at a young age, number one is they have to learn to be self-disciplined, not just disciplined by others. They have to learn to be self-motivated, not just motivated by others. And then the big thing is that they have to decide what they want. We can't want something for them. They have to decide that they want it themselves enough to do that. So goal setting, again, it's taught, but I believe that it is possible to teach at a young age. We as martial arts instructors have to teach it, because for me as a martial arts instructor, I know the difference between teaching a student whose mom and dad made them come to class because martial arts is good for you, so you better do it, and the kid who is motivated because I really want to become a black belt someday and I'm going to do what it takes. Or I have tournament goals. I want to compete and get this title or this medal or something like that. And so I'm gonna work at it. Those students, selfishly, I'm just going to tell you as an instructor, of course they're easier. But regardless of whether they're easy or hard, those students get better, because the self-motivated student always beats the student that is pushed by others. So the application, a senior in our organization said something awesome. People only change for one of two reasons, either inspiration or desperation. For myself, I only start eating healthy after I spar for a little. Like, I realize that I'm tired after 15 seconds of Taekwondo sparring. Then I come home and talk to my wife about my dietary things, and she gives me the nodding and "I told you so" face. She likes that. Um, so that's me. Also, when it comes to like championship goals, I train really hard when I want something. So we really only change our course of action when we don't want something or when we want something. So as we're teaching goal setting to the kids, we got to figure out, what do they want, both in the short term and the long term. Not what do we want for them. For younger kids, that's cool. Yes, we've got to make decisions like that, but it can't stop there. It's got to end up at, okay, kid, what do you want? What do you want in the short term? What do you want in the long term? And then after that, what are the small steps and the big steps that are going to get us there? And then if we can start teaching that at a young age, then when they hit the teenage years, they're going to have a big leg up on, why do we attempt to get good grades at school? Why do we eat healthy? If you want a job, what are you saving up for? What do you want to spend that money on? If they want to go long term, it's like, what do you want your adult life to be like financially? Okay, do you want to learn to invest at a young age? We can't make kids invest. My mom really tried that with me, and suddenly the PlayStation became so much more important when she did that. So again, goal setting. The main thing is, if we can, let's start our kids as young as we can in small ways. And then whether it's at home or for us at the martial arts school, how can we keep that goal setting muscle, which has to be developed? How do we keep that goal setting muscle developing as they hit the teenage and the adult years? Again, so that's it for this video. Again, I'm Carson Clues with ATA Martial Arts Kaiser. We'd love for you to share this video. We'd love for you to comment. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you agree with. Let us know what you disagree with. Stories of when you saw this happen are great too. And then share it with your friends. Like our page. If you want to look at our trial offers, yeah, totally. Go to our website and you can read all up about it. 6 weeks for $69. And hope to see you guys in class. Thank you.